Good morning, and greetings from the beautiful island of Barbados. I'm not sure if you all been watching that glass bottom boat just slightly over to the right of your screen. I turned it for a little better angle for you, but that boat is actually sinking. I did notify some fellas up the beach here, so hopefully, and there's a fisherman out here talking about it now, so I'm not sure if they can rescue it. As you can see, it's going down. Anyhow, you've been witnessing that this morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. I hope you all have been enjoying the heavenly sounds of these birds that have absolutely been singing their heart out for all of you this morning. For the time I came across this beach and I walked on this tree, they've been singing their hearts out, and I said, well, I'm going to be stopping here today to start our vlog just to let you hear some beautiful tropical birds in Barbados while watching the ocean and listening to the sounds of the sea as well. Good morning to everyone. As I said before, we'd like to say our serenity prayer at this time. So if you'd like to join us, please do. All others, we'll be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Well, I'm not sure how many of you may have guessed where we are this morning. I tried to make it as difficult as possible because one of our followers is at 100% still. And I'm sure he'll guess this as well because he's a very, very knowledgeable guy on the coastline. He surfed as long as I've surfed. And we've all basically surfed the same areas and been to the same kind of beaches. Now, I can't zoom in on it any closer, but as you can see, that actual glass bottom boat is just the top deck that's above the water now. It has been going on progressively. What it would have looked like was similar to that one. So I don't know what the problem here is with that, but as you can see, that's gone down. It's not rough swells. We are seeing a surge from the high tide, but it's certainly not very rough swells out here at all that would have caused that. It must be something else that has gone wrong. You know, you've also seen some ships come in. There was another one that went in prior to this one here. Beautiful morning in Barbados. A lot of people are going to be here enjoying this lovely scenery. Before we start walking on the beach section, I want to just take you back because we've done here before. We're at Crystal Cove on the west coast of the island, usually known as Barbados. I think I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't remember it offhand right now. It will come back to me later. I'm sure some of y'all will let me know in a couple of minutes time. Just a memory zap, or a memory slip as I like to call it. What I would like to show you though is the erosion that's going on here. There is a public thoroughfare to this beach, so if you like what you see and you're not actually staying at Crystal Cove itself, you can come down. There's a car park opposite Crystal Cove Hotel that works its way down through here. Now, many of you, if you're going back in time with me, remember the Hippo Disco. That was the first name that I remember. It's a party down here all the time. And then there was the Cage. The Cage is where you had dancers in cages. That was the second revolution. That is closed though. That was when it was the former hotel. I'm still trying to remember it. It's slipping my mind. I'll come back to that later on. So this is the public walkway here. It's not a dead end there. That big tamarind tree. The actual pathway goes around that to try to keep that tamarind tree, which I think is lovely. And then you walk your way down here. But as you can see, it becomes very challenging from this point on. This used to be down onto sand, and then there was a good walk around here at one stage again. Concrete was all around here with a walkway, but as you can see, it has gone. This is not a now happening. This has been happening for a long time progressively. You will also remember we have done some vlogs down here in last year, over the period of last year, where you could walk around here on sand. That's going to come back again later on. Right now there's no sand, but that will come back later in the year. I can't remember exactly when it was we were here that we did walk right around here and go right up to Fitz Village and way up to Waves itself. And then that was back, I think, somewhere in summer when it was very, very calm and the sand had actually settled. So sand does go and come, but it has gone way more than it has returned. You can see that here, all the roots of all these trees all exposed. A little bit difficult to get around this section here. So if you are coming down here, please see that what you have to go through and just make sure that you can cover this here safely and comfortably. There are some step ups and stuff. So if you're on a walker or anything like that, or need a lot of usage of a walking stick and stuff, be very careful you walking stick. I know some people have done it, but be very wary when you're coming through here, please. Beautiful, beautiful Crystal Cove. Absolutely lovely. Now, what I like about this hotel is I brought my angel here when she first came to the island. This is one of the first places I brought her to have a look around at it because of their unusual pools that they have up here. Just as you come through the reception and you're standing on the top deck, you actually are by what they call their cave pool. That's where they have a bar in a cave, a swim up bar from a pool. It is absolutely lovely. That's up in higher elevation. We can't see it from here. It's just up in the general area up there. They don't have a lot of property for this actual resort. However, the actual cave is a little further on. Sorry, I'll carry and show you that in a minute. But what they have done is use all of it for numerous swimming pools, swim-up swimming pools, bridges, multi-leveled suntan areas. Just a beautiful, beautiful hotel. As you can see, all of them have trees like in front of them, so the afternoon intense west coast sunshine that you would get will be diffused somewhat by these trees. Beautiful morning, absolutely beautiful. For you that are seeing this here, you can see the beauty. But what you cannot smell is the bacon. The west coast, I think they must have a bacon farm or something down there, a pig farm, because all I smell is bacon. Tons of bacon going on right now. I don't smell anything else. It's overpowering everything else. Fried bacon, I know, is a delicacy for all of you all on vacation. Not a delicacy, but one of your staple foods. So I know that you'll be able to get that down here for sure. Lots of different terraces and stuff. Really beautiful. We're going to make our way into the main section of this hotel. This is just a branch off area from the actual lobby and the main section. I gave out quite a few of our March Madness cards this morning. Thanks for that name, EMC family. March Madness cards. So I was going to use Spring Break cards, but I thought March Madness, as you all had recommended it, and because of the duration of March versus Spring Break, that would be an appropriate name for it. Water sports facilities, everything down here. Now today has a fairly big surge because of the high tide. I was actually surprised when I came down this morning and saw the kind of surge that's going on out here. Just to give you a little indication of what this place used to be like. I can't remember, oh goodness, I'm still trying to remember. Anyway, we get back. This area here had an entire platform on it, like a tanning deck area that was all wooden deck with railings, etc. You can see the steps used to lead up to it. The beach used to actually go out to there. There was always a little cove here, but the beach used to go out to that section. You could have walked out there, keeping your feet dry. You walk the steps onto that actual deck in itself and spend the day out there if that was what you wanted. But as you can see, lots and lots of beaches move. That's not a surprise to anyone that's on here, that's been on before, because we've all seen the west coast. We've seen what's been happening, not only on the west, on the entire island, but very noticeable on the west coast. Or more so, I should say, on the west side of the island. Just lovely. Good security down here, everything. Good morning. Great security in this complex, definitely. There are two security personnel out here, you know, so down here is a lovely, lovely spot for sure. Now, as I said, they have multiple pools. Just behind where we are is where the main reception would be. It's way up though. It's not the first set of hoods that you're seeing there. That's a restaurant terrace. But just up there is where you'll find the actual cave with the main swimming pool. And then the pools work their way right down onto this lower level as well. They've really utilized the section out here between the hotel structure and the actual ocean beautifully. There's another little mini cave over here as well. You can see that they also use that for activities. There is a level area, but beautiful waterfalls, lovely, lovely pools, absolutely beautiful pools. When I brought my angel here, she was just blown away with the beauty. I remember that quite well, especially when I showed her the cave bar at the very top. Beautiful. Lots of facility out here, a lot of sand in this section here as well. As I said, the beach has always been quite large here. I think from my memory, the sand seems to have shifted to the north a little bit. Because this wasn't as wide as this used to be in the years gone by, from what I recall from when I used to surf down at the creek. So it looks as though a lot of sand has shifted back to the north in this general area and has depleted all of the build-up that was in the area to the south of where we presently are. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to go on this little section here. Water does come around it. It's not a problem. I have on my water shoes. So we're going to go out here and we're going to do a 360 from this point. I think it's a perfect strategic point for our first 360 for the morning. May I add first silence 360. So if you all are tired of hearing me, you can get at least a little break right now. But trust me, this is going to last for a very short period of time. Because as you all know, I got to exercise my mouth muscles. Ooh, big surge. Don't know if you'll be able to swim today with equipment. We will see how that goes when we finish our walk on the beach this morning. But I saw a massive splash coming off the rocks here. Alright, so here we go. A little peace and quiet, at least a little of silence of Nick. So here we go. Enjoy, folks. I just saw the note pop up there. I did have it as a memory to bring it to you all this morning. But happy International Women's Day to all of you ladies out there today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And as you can see, the sky is glorious this morning. Now, years ago, you would have looked up here and seen white sands the entire way up along here in front of those trees, right into Fitz Village and beyond. However, that has changed. So anybody that was here like in the 70s and 80s would recall what I'm talking about. Anyone that's just been here like in the 2000s and on would know that there wasn't much sand there, but it was certainly more than it is right now. It's just a glorious, glorious day in Barbados. A little bit overcast and stuff. Going to be definitely a hard day for someone, whoever owns that glass bottom boat. I'm really sorry about that for them. I would also like, at this present time, we're going to look down the coast here where we're going to breathe in the peace and the tranquility. And we're just going to take, I would say 20 seconds as a photo op, but not only as a photo op, but these 20 seconds to reflect on our wishes for world peace and on the suffering that's going on in Ukraine right now. So let's do a 20-second on that. You can let whatever you would like, can think of whatever you would like, but I would like to be thinking myself personally of the suffering that's going on up in Ukraine. Okay, I think that was a worthy stop for sure. Beautiful piece stop. So I found out last time I was down here, I could not tell you the name of that vessel out there. I did go home and check it on our marine traffic, and I noticed it's called Ruth. Now, if that's the same Ruth that was up by Bay Street, I think that was actually built in Barbados, just up by, I would say, just to the Bridgetown side of Harbour Lights for many, many years, up just to the Harbour Lights side of Boatyard then, either which way you would like. Where the little fish market is there, where they have a fish fry. That is where that was constructed, if that is Ruth that I remember. I think that is it. Just in the distance, you're going to see all of the Paynes Bay area, immediate distance, center of screen. That is what was the Cliff Restaurant. Many modifications that have gone on. It looks as though it's now open or almost ready to open, if it's not already open, but it's beautiful. It's a double tier deck now. Just stunning, stunning setup. Hopefully one of these days we will get a chance to have a look at that in more depth as well. Just a lovely, lovely day. And the majority of the buildings that you're seeing here are either condos or villas that are up for rentals. Very few of these are year-round private homes. It's just beautiful. There is a couple down here strolling. I saw them earlier on. They're somewhere around here just having a look around at the beach and stuff, enjoying the morning. It's so beautiful. Why would you not? If I was in a hotel room, I wouldn't be in there, no, that's for sure. I'd be right where I am. I live in land and I'm right where I am, so you can understand how beautiful this is and how breathtaking it is for me to see this every morning. So we thought we were coming, or I thought I was bringing you all to calm waters today. We'll be able to swim and stuff, but there's definitely a very big surge here going on, and it would be risky to go in there with the gimbal. So I'm going to ask your forgiveness for today. And I will assure you that we will be in the water very soon again. But we're not going to do that today because this equipment has to last. I want you to be able to see Barbados every day that you wake up. Even on our off days, we're still going to be doing pictures and stuff. So we don't want to lose this equipment or endanger it right now. Very, very expensive to replace. Can't afford it right now. So we're going to try and really maintain what we have and protect our interests. We're not stopping here. We can do a little further walking. As you see this morning, just the artwork. I mean, you can see in everything there, all three letters can hold a gold medal. That's for sure. Talking about gold medals, we were talking about the surfing competition at the end of this month. And one of my English friends, or one of our English family members, said that they were thinking of competing in it, which was quite humorous. So, I told him the only reason I was not competing is because they're not giving out gold medals. They're giving out monetary prize awards and stuff. And that doesn't interest me. If it was a gold medal, I would have participated for sure. But I'm going to sit back and enjoy it and watch that. If you are on the island for the end of this month, I strongly recommend that you go over to Soup Bowl and take the international surfing. It is an experience, an atmosphere, something you will never ever forget. I've been doing that for many years, going to all the competitions and stuff. Me and my angel don't miss them at all. Well, she's going to miss it this year, but don't mind. I will take her in my heart, and I will certainly be showing her from down there. I walked below these cliffs earlier on, and it seemed as though the signal was pretty good. So I'm going to do it again this morning with you, just to show you as far down as I can on this beach here. Now this place just directly in front of us, like in the center of the screen, you won't see any waves breaking there right now, but just beyond these rocks here on the beach is what we call the creek. That is a really powerful, deadly little shore break or beach break that comes in with a north swell. It's a predominantly a right break, mainly a right wave. Beautiful barrels, but as I said, steep, quick, and it can close out a lot because it doesn't hold a very big swell. So you can be out air surfing some nice little swells and then the whole bay close out on you. So if you are interested, that is called the creek. There are two public entrances. There's one that we showed you just a few minutes ago that comes down here, and then there is one that is just to the Bridgetown side of what used to be called Coconut Creek, so just before you get the cliff. However, that has been closed for many years because of the construction that's going on a large complex. It's just directly in this area here. It's just to the south of what you see Coconut Creek Hotel. That is going up now. I'm not too sure. Definitely looks like condos, but that is closed off, that entrance to this beach, for a long time. So you will have to come down from the actual Crystal Cove public thoroughfare and come down here. I guess you may have thought the beach ended just now, but this is what you'll find along the west coast. At low tide, you would have seen a beach clearly coming around the water's edge here, but the high tide obscures the lower sets of sand, so it looks as though it's just ending. But we're just going to walk to the end of this beach so you can see what down here can offer you. All these villas have their own entrance to the beach. Just lovely. Not a very popular surf break, surfers. So if any west coast is about medium size and stuff, you can check out here. Anytime you see the water hitting and coming over into the Paynes Bay and the highway, you will know it's probably too big, because here it can't really hold a very big swell. There's a little short break. I'll just walk a little further and tell you about it, in case there are some surfers on board that are visiting and a north swell does come through. Yeah, definitely a challenging shore break this morning and surge. Well, mainly a surge, so we're not going to be risking anything today. This is the structure that I was telling you about, where they're currently working on, and this has stopped us from using the public thoroughfare, which you're seeing just under here with these steps. You may remember Dudley's Castle, not Dudley's Castle, sorry, Nico's. Nico's was just opposite here, that restaurant, and that would have been where you would have come down from. But this is actually working now. They hadn't done anything for this for a long time, but I actually see some work going on it. They have a roadside structure as well where all their offices are. So it's something definitely going on big time now, big scale work. Better look at what used to be the cliff. Cannot remember the name of it offhand, someone can help me with that. And this structure here is what replaced the Coconut Creek Hotel. So I know there are many of you that would have stayed at Coconut Creek, because that was really popular at one time. So you see, it has changed quite a bit, because you would have come down on this beach here before and been able to move around on quite a bit more sand. You can look right down into Paynes Bay where we walked the other day, and you will see that there's hardly any sand whatsoever on the beach down there, as it was at that time. Remember though, this is at this time of year it does move. We will get in summer a much better sand build up. We will be seeing that though as it goes time by time. Just beautiful piece of serenity. I'm going to walk back in that direction without saying anything for a few minutes, just so you can imagine yourself strolling on this beach and enjoying the peace and quiet. I'm going to try, so driver, just challenge me here and see if I can make it. Let's go. Just beautiful, peaceful, serene. Those footsteps were not mine, they were yours. If you were already fixing yourself into it and working with your memories, you would have heard yourself walking through the water just now, not me. It's just beautiful down here. Got a tiny little set coming around here. Just want to get up in higher elevation. So this is why we wear beach shoes as well, because you're going to be stepping over rocks like this here. As you can see, it's very, very sharp. Definitely not something you want to do in your barefoot unless you're our surfologist who seems to be able to run over rock stones now better than I was when I was a little young fella. So his feet hard like a Bajan now. Very soon I'm sure he'll be dropping some Bajan accent on me, because I know he's working towards that. He wants to become a Bajan. But beautiful. This is just something you would imagine from the rich and famous. You know, a little beach like this here, and then your own private walk down through coral stone. Absolutely beautiful. Now this side is known as the Platinum Coast. I know when I was a little fella I used to call it the Gold Coast. Upgraded to the Platinum Coast. Majority of the really expensive hotels and accommodations are down on this side. There are some very expensive ones in the south as well, but the West Coast definitely has a much wider range of the 5-star hotels. Just beautiful. Now we did a vlog here and I had a little swell once before, but we're going to hopefully see a north swell. It doesn't look as though, unless something changes, it doesn't look as though we're going to see any more this year. That could change quite easily, but everything seems to be just going off, straight off east when it comes off of the States, all the cold fronts, not generating swell we're seeing. However, what we are getting is when the swell goes into the Atlantic, the dominant high pressure system is pushing it back into the island. So we're seeing a lot of easterly swells and some southerly laps right now. Just beautiful. Don't see any turtle tracks. I guess it's not really season for that. But as usual, we keep our eyes out, and if we see anything, we'll certainly let the Barbados Turtle Project know. Looks like that catamaran may have hit its buoyancy line. Hasn't gone long anymore. Not the catamaran, sorry, the glass bottom boat. So hopefully, well, engines are underwater, that's for sure. So the damage has already been, has already taken place, unfortunately. Just beautiful. Oopsie, dropped my business cards. Had them in my hat. So we're going to put them back on in a minute. So good morning to each and every one of you. You know me. This is my show off time. So driver, I can take my static from you any day of the week because I like to show off. But so good morning to you. Remember, tomorrow is an off day. Off days do not mean you will not see the beauty of Barbados. It just means you'll see it later because I don't get up so early. I get up at 6 rather than 3:30. And don't start moving around till around 9 or so. So you probably won't see anything until around that time. However, I do have some photos I'll put up earlier for you. And then I'll bring you Barbados live throughout the day. However, remember that I won't be responding because I am a tourist tomorrow. I don't do anything called social media except for tease. I tease, but I do not correspond. So if you don't see me getting back to you tomorrow when you're sending comments and stuff, for all the newcomers, because everyone that's been on here for a while will know that. However, if you don't see me responding, it's not that I don't love you. It's just that I'm taking more time to tease you. So I need to dedicate myself to teasing. Like I dedicate myself to live swimming, coming out with you all. I dedicate myself to teasing you all with Barbados and the beauty of Barbados. So that's our off day tomorrow, as you know. It is Wednesday. I cannot believe that it's come around to Wednesday already. We've already done 2 vlogs this week, or we're on our 2nd vlog right now. You can see why we're not going to see. Very big shore break. Too chancy, too risky. So again, please forgive me for not taking you in the ocean this morning. So from the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful west coast of our paradise, of my heaven, I bid you goodwill for the day. I wish all of you all the best that can possibly come. I wish you peace and serenity and happiness and joy. For those of you that are going through challenges today, I'm sure your challenges will be a lot easier now because you've actually seen somewhere that you love, somewhere that you want to get back to, and there's always hope to do that. So today is just one of these steps that get to the top of these stairs. Remember that if today has a challenge and it's a little higher to step up, you just take your time, you step up gently, safely and gingerly, and don't let anything disrupt you. The last thing that you want to happen today is for you to lose the peace and the serenity that you presently have. Remember our serenity prayer. If you're running into trouble today, take a few minutes out and say it. If you need to say it multiple times, say it multiple times. But hear what you're saying, understand what you're saying, and try to draw a conclusion of what we have power to take care of and what we leave in God's hands, because that is the most important part. We can't be worrying about things that we have no control over, because we have no control over it. All we're doing is losing precious time enjoying the beauty that surrounds us. I'm going to give you another little 360 from here again. We've already done here, but we're a little further out the beach. But I think it's a beautiful spot for you all to enjoy now. And just so I don't get dizzy, because my head is spinning, I'm going to reverse this here. So you're going to get more than 360. You got a partial, but I'm talking. So let me get rid of my my mouth energy quickly. Okay, good to go. Here we go. And just before I go, I see that my angel is on board. So good morning, my darling. I'm so happy to have you with us this morning. It's wonderful to see you. And yes, I bear my heart on my shoulder, because there's one thing I told a gentleman the other day. If I ever get hurt in life, if my heart gets damaged or destroyed, it got destroyed by giving all, and I don't hold anything in reserve. I will never ever say, I wish I had told my angel that I love her more than I do, because that cannot happen, because I wear my heart on my sleeve and it will always remain there. Have a great day to everyone. I love you all. Greetings from Barbados. I'll see you all. God's spare life on Thursday. Please be peaceful. Please be kind. Please be happy and love those around you. And just say hello. Smile. The day will be better for you. The day will be better for them. See you all later.